Welcome everyone to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers. On this episode, we're going to talk about Capcom. They have updated some gaming assets on their web portal. So their Resident Evil web portal has a bunch of assets, which showed improved versions and with comparisons to the original models. And these are for games such as Code Veronica, Outbreak, and Outbreak File 2. Which is making people think that, maybe they will possibly be releasing these soon as maybe, I don't know, remasters, maybe giving them the Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 remaster kind of work for them. Could be re-releases, maybe, possibly, but we've had plenty of re-releases, especially of Code Veronica, but not of Outbreak and Outbreak 2 or File 2. And one thing to mention as well, as we had talked about a while back, the NVIDIA game list link for the GeForce Now, and Resident Evil Outbreak was one of the games on that list. And a lot of those games, if you remember back or watch that video of ours, a lot of those games have come true. A lot of those titles we talked about, Chrono Cross, a remaster of that was on that list. And guess what? That comes out in April, I believe, or March, April, somewhere around there. So, and there was other ones, I can't remember what they were, but there's other ones on that list that have come out or at least been talked about. So Capcom they did have a countdown timer a little while back, and after the countdown ended, it was an update to the Resident Evil portal site. And everybody's kind of like, but it's a nice little history of showing the different games and kind of different assets and art and various things like that from them. But they continue to be releasing these updates to their web portal, and apparently by March 1st, which is coming up soon, there's going to be another update coming to the portal on March 1st. So we don't know if it's going to be more assets or maybe something like potentially a release or kind of a teaser to maybe one of these games or maybe all three of these games potentially coming out or being confirmed to come out soon. So we'll go around and see what everybody thinks about this and what is Capcom up to updating this site. Shane, what do you think?
I don't care as long as I get me some Code Veronica. Code Veronica is one of my favorite in the franchise. I mean, if not the favorite. I really like this. As long as they go the Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 remake route, I'm a lot more excited for that. Because I'm a little burnt on remasters or HD, whatever they want to call it. Those are just, I'm done with.
The turd polishings.
Exactly. How many sprites can I buff on this nugget? But I'm really excited for it because Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes were just fantastic. 3 was a little weaker, but it was just such an amazing difference. I enjoyed it better than I did the original Resident Evil 3, so there's that. The outbreaks, they never really took off, in my opinion, because of the online stuff. But I don't know. I mean, if they're going to continue doing this and bringing these back, I mean, rumor for a while has been Resident Evil 4. So, I imagine we'll probably hear something about that soon. But I love the ideal of the remakes. I just don't want no more HD remasters. Resident Evil 4 I could do without a remake. I love the game, don't get me wrong, but I have it on Nintendo. I have it on Xbox. I have it on PlayStation. I have it on PC. I have it on my smartwatch. I have it on my smart toaster. I have it on my smart refrigerator. I have Resident Evil 4. I'll probably buy it again because I'm a dumbass, but I don't really need it. I would like to see a remake of some of the other Resident Evils, though. I mean, I think that would be fantastic. As long as it's not Resident Evil 6. No, we'll skip that one. But yeah, I really like the idea of more remakes because of what they've already shown they can do with it. So that's fantastic. I can't see them all being remakes, unfortunately. So, but here's hoping. Here's really, really hoping. So. Now, Pat, you're the probably the biggest Resident Evil fan in the world. So, what's your take on this, buddy?
I'm ready for more original crap. I'm tired of companies remaking stuff. I don't mind them making a new Resident Evil. You know, I would love for them to make a new Resident Evil. I'm just tired of remasters and remakes for that matter. If you're gonna remake something, I don't remaster a damn thing. I'm tired of remasters, just like Shane is. Don't remaster another damn thing, or I'm gonna smack a hoe. Is what's gonna happen if they keep remastering this crap.
Better duck, man.
You can remake anything you want, but I just think there needs to be a time limit, right? How old is Code Veronica and then the Outbreak and Outbreak File 2? I can't remember what year those came out. I think we need to put like a time limit. You can't remake anything until it hit 25 or 30 years. Let's just give it the earliest you can remake something, 20 years. It has to be 20 years old. Don't be remaking anything that was 10 years ago or 5 years ago. You know, I would say 20 years or older.
Well, Code Veronica came out in 2000.
So just hit the 20-year-old mark. So it
hit the 22-year-old.
You can remaster that one. You can't remake it. Don't remake it. Or don't remaster it.
You have Pat's permission to remake it.
Remake it. Don't remaster it. Do not remaster a damn thing. So, but I'm over some of this stuff. Really, I just want new, original, new stories. The good thing about remakes is sometimes they reimagine the story a little bit. So, you know, that's always a good thing. But it's going to be a remaster. You guys know it. I mean, I don't know. They've been pretty good about doing remakes too. So who knows? I guess so. Time will tell what they're going to do. But this could all just be them going through. I know they're saying that the images aren't just remastered that are showing up on the assets page. They look a little bit more polished and brushed over than just remastered images. But it could just be a typical dump of stuff they have and using. Who knows? We'll see, I guess. Only time will tell, but I don't want another remaster anything. Remake it, maybe. I'll be interested. I just rather them do something new, in my opinion. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, I agree. Code Veronica is one of my favorites as well. And I would love to see a remake of it. But I definitely don't want a remaster of it. We've gotten remasters of Code Veronica. Or HD remasters is what they were called back in the like Xbox 360 days, right? And the PS2 or whatever, or PS3 or whatever it was. I can't remember. But we got HD remakes of those. And I would just like to see or remasters, I should say. I would like, if they're going to bring out Code Veronica, I'd like to see a remake like they did with Resident Evil 2. Full on remake of that one. Because again, like Shane, that one's one of my favorites in the series, and so I would love to see a complete remake of that. As far as Outbreak and Outbreak 2, yeah, those were the online ones where you play as like survivors and it's cooperative online. That would be cool nowadays. I think the issue with those is those came out during the PlayStation 2 time period, and you know, in order to play online, plus
Dial up.
Yeah, well, they had, yeah, you had to buy the part, the little modem piece to stick to, to stick to your PlayStation 2. And there wasn't a lot of games on PlayStation 2 that had online, right? The biggest one was SOCOM at the time. And then there wasn't really much else. You know, there's a few games here and there that did it, and so I think for Outbreak, it was just a little ahead of its time in that sense. I think it could have been a really cool game that a lot of people liked and really, you know, got into if it was just later on in life. So I'm hoping they don't necessarily bring Outbreak 1 and 2 back. I'm hoping they do like an Outbreak 3 and just kind of take that formula and idea and make like a 4-player co-op survival, you know, type of game, trying to get out of Raccoon City or whatever with your buddies type of thing, where you're just, because in that game you played as normal people, right? You played as like a construction worker or a Native American or a policeman or no, it wasn't YMCA, but you basically got to play as just a normal person, like a construction worker or something like that. So you had certain skills based on, you know, what your occupation was in the world. So you could, you know, if you're a construction worker, you could build barracks and, or, you know, things on doors, bar doors,
Barricades.
and stuff like that. Barricades, yeah, not barracks, but barricades.
I got you, buddy.
Maybe barracks, who knows? But that would be cool, you know. And so, yeah, these assets that they did release, they do show the old versus the new. You know, and the new assets are pretty detailed compared to their older siblings. So it almost seems like they, you know, that they did some work with it. I don't think these are just sitting around, I would say. I mean, it's possible. You know, someone could have been like, look at the alligator I did. And then it was like, let's post that out there. That looks like the one from that game. But who knows? And this could be stuff that maybe they had an idea for a long time ago and that got scrapped and they're just releasing it out there. You know, it could be one of those types of things.
Yeah. I mean, that's quite possible. Pat, you didn't like 7 because it ruined your underwear, but you liked Resident Evil 8, correct?
Yep, 8 was pretty fun. I liked it. It was really good. It was, I don't know.
Did you play the remakes of 2 and 3?
I played the remake of 2. I did not play the remake of 3.
Okay.
3 had the big dude that always chases you, right? I can't remember his name.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't play that one.
That guy sucked.
I actually didn't actually play it. I think I bought it on a sale because I want to play it. It's just I haven't got to play it. But I did really like what they did with 2 because 2 was a full remaster. So
yeah, they reimagined the games. They everything the games, and that's the only reason they got away with a remake is because they didn't just, you know, polish the turd. I mean, that's a whole new turd, and that's fantastic what they did. Super happy with it. So I want to see these to be the remakes. I'm dreading the thought of them being remasters or HD upgrades or whatever BS slang they want to drop.
Yep, we HD upgraded this one, so you'll spend more money. And we didn't do jack to it. We ran the texturizer over it a couple times, you know.
we're going to Grand Theft Auto Definitive Trilogy Edition it.
Ouch.
Super Donkey Bubblegum.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing. Honestly, I probably, you know, to be honest with you, because Outbreak's super old, right? I think that one's over.
That one came out in 2003.
Okay. So PS2 era, I think you're saying. So
yes,
yeah, that's the 2 era.
So yeah, I can imagine. I mean, that might be better with today's multiplayer capabilities, even if they left it with the original, you know, Survivor type thing. I don't know. Might be kind of cool for us to play. I mean, we like a lot of multiplayer games like that. But you know, who knows what they'll do with it? I mean, I'm afraid if they'll remaster it, it's going to come out with like another one of the Left 4 Dead style games or something.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want it to be the horror, you know, game that it's supposed to be. I want us, you know, when we go open a door, I want us to all huddle together and, you know, chatter our teeth and, you know, maybe wet ourselves a little bit. I want that kind of cooperative horror.
And I want to build a barracks.
He wants to build a barracks with friends.
He was going to build barracks before the outbreak happened. He was quitting his job of barricading to go build barracks.
Yes, exactly. So that's what I want to do in the game. Hopefully these things will come out and hopefully they're remakes if they are. You know, hopefully an Outbreak 3, a brand new game with the multiplayer capabilities we have now and kind of the idea, like Patrick was saying, of what they used to have before. And then, you know, if they're going to do something with Code Veronica, let's make it a remake. But we'll see. Check out March 1st. That's when it's supposed to have an update on the portal. You know, I've heard, I haven't looked at the portal myself. I don't know if you guys have. Supposedly, if you're a Resident Evil fan or know the franchise, it's a pretty cool thing. It has a lot of information in there about all the games and just like a whole bunch of secret, you know, fan art or not fan art, but art that they had and assets they didn't use and stuff like that that's out there and stories about the different characters and various things like that. So it's kind of like a little history museum of the game type of thing. So people are saying it's pretty cool. I'll check it out sometime. But if you check it out on March 1st, it's supposed to have an update. So who knows what new things are going to be there. Do you guys have anything else you want to add to this before we zip up the body bag?
Nope. Repolished assets are really bad news, though, because they point to a remaster more than a remake.
Yep. And don't you dare touch Leon's hair.
All right. Keep his hair. All right, everybody. Thank you. Thanks you. Thanks you. That's what I'm going to say. Thank you for watching, everyone. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. Hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with new videos that we do all the time. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you.